Hey, welcome back. Today, we're gonna talk to you about some of our favorite submissions we got for our Hannemuhle Fine Art Photo Paper giveaway. We were super blown away by all the entries, and so it was really hard for us to choose.
I was really humbled, not so much Alex, but genuinely the quality of the entries was out of this world, and to cut it down to just a few was going to be tough. But let's show you some of the ones that we really liked.
And this one's by Adrian H.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, this one's awesome. I mean, I like this photo just because, I mean, it's cool.
Yeah,
I don't know what else to say.
There is something about that which just absolutely grabbed me. I think it may be the small depth of field, the expression, the composition, the hair. It just grabbed me.
Yeah, I think it's
loved it.
super cool. And then once we printed it, because I wasn't sure how this was going to hold up when we printed it, but when we put it in, we got all that incredible detail in the fur. I mean, it's just a cool photo. I could look at it and think about it for a while.
Not a winner, but a very cool photo.
But a winner in my heart. Remember this one?
I do.
So, talk me through your feelings about this one.
It's almost perfect. I love so many aspects of this picture, but there's just one thing that let me down. I love the tonality of it. I love the pose. I love the hand. I love her expression. The thing that let me down was that it doesn't quite have enough shape on the light.
And when you say that, you mean specifically you wanted to see more shadow on the backside of her face.
Yeah.
Right? But I think the rest of it's nice. I like
gorgeous.
the pose, I like the styling, I like the makeup, and I like the retouch. You know, when you're retouching this type of thing, it's easy to go overboard really fast. So I think it's all very nice.
Yeah, and to be fair, I reckon with a little bit of quick mask and a little darkening and shading, I could probably put it to exactly where I'd want it to be, but it was just missing something. But it's lovely.
Yeah, it's a lovely photo.
Lovely photo. So this photograph from Sean M. Stopped me in my tracks, and I thought, wow, that's interesting. That's beautiful. It's gorgeous black and white, technically really nice, well composed, but I didn't understand it.
You know, I think I told you when I very first looked at this, I'm not exactly sure what it is because it feels like a medium shot without an establishing shot or like a real tight detail. And so Sean told us that he's working on a series where he's shooting medical professionals behind the scenes, what they look like when they are not front facing with patients and clients.
But beautiful, beautiful photography, printed gorgeously. Great work, Sean.
Yeah.
Great work.
Oh, okay,
Ooh.
This one is great. This one is from
Patrick.
This photo is great. We thought it was an awesome, cool sky exposure.
Awesome.
It's obviously a long exposure and the clouds are still really sharp. But again, once we read the blurb about this, we really got excited and nerded out. And hopefully when we show this image on screen, you guys can see it. There's a tiny green dot with a few little tracer pixels, and it's the Beelzebub comet.
But once again, it wasn't the context that drove us to this, it was just the image opened, came actually on the screen, and I went, ooh, that's beautiful.
That's cool.
So this is beautiful, and I'm not a landscape. I mean, I'm, Alex landscape and stuff, but this is lovely from Patrick H.
Yeah, Patrick, awesome.
Next we have this stunning landscape by Mark S. The composition is lovely, the horizon is lovely, the subject is lovely. And it's striking, it's very, very striking, and it's definitely something that I could see as art on a wall. I think the reason it's not a winner for me is for some reason I couldn't quite get an emotional attachment. Now that might be because of just my thing with landscapes, but it's stunning.
When we go forward and talk about our winners, it's just all about the emotional response and not necessarily the technical soundness of it.
Yeah.
And where this photo is incredibly technically sound, nothing about it just immediately grabbed me.
So I think I'd love to see more work from Mark S. though,
Yeah,
because I think it's great.
It's super
wonderful.
cool.
Gee.
Oh yeah, this one is super cool. So actually this one is oriented as a landscape as well.
Can we just start and talk about how stunning the print was? Now, Adam sent us a TIFF, and this is just rich and
it's
beautiful
lovely.
and lush and composed nicely.
It's composed nicely. It's the colors were treated nicely. The color palette for this is really nice.
Adam, start taking photos for a living.
Yeah, and just keep taking photos of motos and please don't get into my field.
Yeah, beautiful. Well done, Adam. This is actually, full disclosure, a family member of mine who's an incredibly talented photographer.
Amongst some
Other things. And I love this photo, and once again, probably would have been a winner, but not getting any paper. When we were first looking at the photographs, this photo came in, and I immediately recognized it as somebody who I knew, and I love this photo, and they know I love this photo, and therefore I felt that I had to mention it, but I could not be a winner because I have an emotional attachment for some reason.
Get out of here, Lloyd.
Yeah, Lloyd. So now I'm super excited because we have our 3 winning photos, and it was really, really tough.
These are in no particular order, right? It's not like
I
a
don't
1,
think
2,
so.
3. It's just our favorites.
No, our 3 winners. His name is Przemek M, and we know he's from Poland.
And we know he lived in New York City once.
Correct. And this photo just
awesome.
Just awesome.
I don't know what else to say. I love it.
As soon as you see it, you are wow, or me, wow, what? Color palette, composition, everything about it, just to me, I have no more words. I don't know how to describe how much I was drawn to this photograph.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. You know, it's funny, I don't know if you recall, Mark, but when we first looked at this, I started talking to you about the composition and my emotional responses to what maybe the image the photographer was trying to convey, and how maybe I would frame slightly different to try to convey that emotion.
And I told him to shut up. None of the rules of composition are truly being followed here. It's breaking so many of the rules, and
it's wonderful.
It's wonderful. I can't tell you how much I love this enough, and I'm hoping maybe Przemek and I can do a print swap, because I'd like one of these for my wall.
The family portrait. I mean, so I saw this one and it was an immediate winner for me. This hits so many boxes for me. It's so well composed. It feels like it could be in a family photo album. So just that, there's an emotional connection to. There's all this energy. I feel like I get the personality of the people in the photo. I feel like I get the personality of the dog and understand its role. I love it.
I would love to kind of have a conversation with David, because Alex and I have spent so much time. Was it set up? Is this an accident? Did he mean to do this?
I think he absolutely meant to do this.
And it doesn't, I don't know.
I know, you're on the fence,
I don't know, I'm on the
feel
fence.
like this is so well composed.
See, here's what I think happened. He said, okay, I'm going to do a self-timer, I'm going to jump in the back. And they were trying to do it. And at one point, I think his mum, if it's his mum, leant over and say, is it working? And that's when the picture went off.
Whenever you can look at an image and it's not a basic scenic landscape, and you look at something and you totally digest it and make up your own backstory, I think
that's when it's a winner.
Yeah, you've done great, and
Beautiful.
I love it.
Excellent.
Last, absolutely not least, Tom A. This is a great photograph. It's clearly a BTS scene, so it's a behind the scenes, so you have the stage dressing and you have the subject who's in costume.
But we didn't know that immediately.
Yeah, we had to look at the image for a second to decipher that, right? But what we love about it is the rim light on her face.
I love
the thoughtful.
I love how thoughtful she's being,
Yeah.
and if you take it, you know, even if you take it out of context, you know, if you take out the stage kind of stuff that's going on, and you've just got this woman who could just thinking about something, doing, you know,
Wiping down a glass, a mug.
and you know, the colors and obviously the costume she's wearing takes me back to like the 50s.
But also the warm stage lighting though, right?
Beautiful.
So that warm stage lighting, I mean, obviously it was there, it was backstage, but it just has so much emotion to it.
It's a very warm and drags me in and really makes me think about what's going on and what it is, and this was immediate. Love this, got to be a winner.
Yeah, awesome.
Our friends at Hannemuhle were so delighted to see these images that they definitely want to work with us some more to do some more stuff. So we're going to have some more competitions. We're blown away by what we got.
I mean, we're really gonna have to like make our competitions more finite in the future because
It was too hard.
it was too hard, and we really didn't expect the quality of photos that everyone sent in.
Very talented people out there, very, very humbling, as I say, very humbled.
So guys, keep shooting. We want to see more of your photos, and we'll see you real soon.